Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsey, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 for the smell, 10 for the taste, 5 for the finish, and a combined 5 for the bottle and look of the juice. John's sniffing up with his big old schnoz.
Not gonna lie, it smells really good, but the taste just isn't really there for me.
No?
On the nose, I get caramel, oak, cinnamon and raisin, some raspberry jam.
Like good smells to me.
Vanilla, a little bit of like a sweet spearmint gum, or maybe like a double mint. I don't know what kind of mint that is.
I don't know. 2 different kinds, I assume.
A little bit of alcohol tingle, but it's very complex though. I mean, it smells really good. I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
Oh. Q. Got it.
Now, the taste is like spicy, dry, nutty oak, which is not my favorite characteristic when it's lower proof. When it gets up into the barrel proofs and stuff, that's when it really takes on a bunch more flavor.
Okay.
Kind of floral. It's not really that sweet, and it kind of tastes musty. Really confused me.
Okay.
Really can't get much on the taste. I mean, there's a little bit of vanilla in there. Initially it was spicy, but the longer I drank it, it smoothed out. I think it's more alcohol that's giving it a tingle, because it's not like a rye spice. It's more like a 9-volt battery when you put it to your tongue.
People do that?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't.
And that's when you know, I mean, rye, it's got a spice and a taste, but sometimes it's black pepper or jalapeno sometimes. Okay. But when it's alcohol, it shocks you. And it was hot to start out with. The nuttiness really reminds me of peanut shells. I don't know, maybe like boiled peanuts.
Never had them.
Yeah, I don't want to have them, but that's what it reminds me of. I've never had it, but that's what I would think they taste like. Those shells and water. Like the water of boiling them. I don't know, I'm just talking out my ass because I've never had them.
I'm gonna go buy you some from the truck stop.
No, I'm debating. It's not like horrible, that nuttiness. I sometimes get on like a Jack Daniel's single barrel, where it just seems like it needs something else to it. Some of their single barrels are great. Some are just not my thing. This one just is not my thing, but it's really not off-putting either. It's just not my forte. I'm gonna give it a 6. I had to ramble because I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to rate that. It's tough. Now the finish is kind of a watery mouthfeel. It's not a bad mouthfeel though. I like the mouthfeel. It's not watery, but it's not thicker. It doesn't really have any consistency to it. I don't think it has a ton of age. There's some bitter char in there. The vanilla really ramps up on the finish, which I think the finish is actually better than the taste. Because that nutty woodiness goes away. That dry, ugh.
That dry?
Yeah,
ugh.
that dry, ugh.
Alright, well, that's fair enough.
It's a somewhat long, I'll say medium to long finish. I just wanted so much more. I had a bad aftertaste, but I don't get that anymore. Initially, when I did it, I said bad aftertaste, but...
Maybe it's just something you ate.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So I'm going to give the finish 4.
How about the look?
The legs are amazing.
It does have really nice legs. It's like a supermodel.
So Fred Minnick says that he could tell the bourbon by the legs. He says it's like a blueprint for every distillery. He could name it. Whoever this is has some of the most legs, streamiest, oily looking. Color isn't really that dark. I don't really like the color.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just okay. It's nothing special. I'm gonna give the look a 1.75, just because I really like the legs on it.
Oh, guesses?
No idea.
That's not a guess.
I said cheap and young. I was thinking it was like some kind of bonded, so I was thinking around 100 proof. But that's all I got. I don't know.
I'm going to say that I'm not surprised you're not the biggest fan of this. We don't like their standard a whole lot.
It could be anything.
But you always say, I don't think that raising it up 11 proof is really going to help it.
It actually did help it because I really don't like Maker's Mark. They're normal 90 proof. And 11 proof points, it doesn't really change the taste too much for me, but it ramps up the nose and the finish. The taste is just not my thing with them.
I know.
But their 46 and their limited releases and everything is just so good.
I don't know. So this is their new release that they came out with. 101 proof, same juice, same everything, just coming in a little higher proof. Trying to broaden their horizons, I think.
Pretty sure it was a distillery and like a travel only up until this year.
Interesting. So they have a little spiel on the back. It says, while not everyone can visit our little distillery in Loretto, Kentucky, we've bottled this 101 proof limited release so you too can experience the bolder side of our refined wheat bourbon, as we have shared it with special guests at our distillery for generations.
So what I hear is they are going to release this every year around the holidays. So if you like it, it'll come back every year.
I'm personally going to go for a 46.
Yeah, 46 without a doubt. I think I paid $38 for this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can see why some people like it. Some people swear by Makers. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean,
it is.
They have a pretty bottle
of corn, red winter wheat, and malted barley. So it is a wheated bourbon. There was a lot of spice. I mean, that's from the alcohol or the barrel, which it's got to be the alcohol. They rotate their stock in the distillery, so it's always like a consistent age for all of them, which seems like a ton of work for kind of a mediocre bourbon. I don't want to say that in a bad way. I mean, compared to like a bunch of other mediocre bourbons, it's at the top end of those mediocre, like Jim Beam and all those. I'm not mad at it. It's just...
Don't steal my line.
What?
That's my line.
I'm not mad at it?
Yeah. Rude.
I never heard you say that. I also don't listen, so...
Whatever side I'm sitting on, the ear doesn't work. It's just clogged. There's something in there.
So the bottle, I actually don't mind this bottle. I think the gold really makes this one pop.
I agree.
I'm going to give it a 2. And I love the wax.
That puts it at 72.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I'd say. I think you rated the other one at like 62 or 64.
The other what?
Like the normal one.
I don't remember.
Or maybe I did.
That.
I don't remember. I know we did a taste on it. We do so many. But I don't think we rated. I rated it or you rated
I don't
it.
know.
I'm not sure. One of the two of us.
I could sip this, but I could not sip the normal makers. I don't want to sip this. I mean, this is something where it's not going to be my first drink of the night or second, where I'm enjoying that dram so much. This is that third one where it's just like, okay, I just want some more taste of bourbon.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
You can pour that back. I ain't finishing that.
There you have it, guys. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.